good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, or whatever time it is, whenever you're listening to this. I want to welcome you to another edition of Talking Points, brought to you by BlindShell USA. And my name is Barry Asman, and I will be your co-host together with Diane Ducharme.
Hello.
Welcome. I want to welcome everyone. It's great to see some new faces, familiar faces, and I am really excited to kick off. This is going to be our third session of Talking Points, and I want to start things off, Diane, because I think we both have received over the last week or so communication from individuals like yourself who are out there, who are listening and participating to Talking Points, how much you guys are appreciating Talking Points and the information that the community is receiving and being able to put to use. So I just want to say thank you from our side, for everyone out there, for your participation, your involvement, and for making this a successful live stream. So I also want to just do a little bit as far as housekeeping. Nothing major here, of course. What we're going to do is we're going to open up the floor, if I'm going to call it. I think we're going to do it fairly sooner than later to allow individuals to interact, because the last session we had more people raising their hand, more questions being asked than we were able to get to within our allotted time. So I think we want to try and go ahead and get to those calls and questions first, sooner than later. And just want to remind everyone, you can raise your hand and we will do our best. There's a raise your hand button that we will do our best to start and by calling you in the order that we see you guys raising your hands, and bring you guys into the mix. You can also post questions. There is a Q&A section. You can also post questions there. We encourage everyone to speak up. If you are feeling a little bit shy, you can post anonymously, or you can post in the Q&A. Diane, am I forgetting anything?
Nope, you've got it. Oh, the only thing is, speaking of got it, is if you want to speak, you need to make sure you click that got it button where it says this meeting is being recorded.
Okay, thank you for sharing that with everyone. Mm-hmm. I also want to say that we are going to share some news at the end of this call. We are going to talk about another live stream that is going to be launching, and we will save that for the end of this call. Make sense, Diane?
Makes sense.
Okay, very good. Diane, is there anything that you want to share with the community before we start jumping into the calls?
Well, just a reminder that if you have a good BlindShell thing to say, you need to follow it up with a recommendation. If you have something that's an issue, you need to follow it up with a positive, just so we can keep things balanced. And also, Barry, today is a special day because it is somebody's birthday. Somebody named Charles is having a birthday today.
Ooh, yeah, I thought you were going to say it's World Sight Day.
Is it World Sight Day? I know.
Diane, you there?
Terrible. Is it World Sight Day?
Diane?
Hello?
Did I lose you?
Hello, can you hear me?
I'm here. Yes. I think the issue is yes. Is today World Sight Day?
I'm not sure, actually. I know the 15th is White Cane Day, but it probably is World Sight Day today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's also Charles's birthday. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna bring the first caller on. Actually, comes out of Maryland, and the last 4 digits of this phone number is 8145. So I'm gonna bring this individual on and allow them to talk. And welcome to Talking Points. Go ahead.
This is Karen.
Hey, Karen.
My positive thing is I've really been enjoying Ira. I have ordered from Amazon and received my package with them. I opened a Walmart account with them.
Nice.
They helped me with something in my email, which I'm going to bring up in a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
So I love Ira.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that.
My question or comment, I guess, ever since they did the update with the email program last week, I have been having trouble. I'm a member of the NFB of Maryland and West Virginia, and when the groups send out messages from NFB net or wherever they come from, they're now coming in blank. And I had something called Tech Tidbits coming every Thursday. In the last 2 weeks, I can't even retrieve that. So I did have Ira go in and unsubscribe me from that one. She said it was a long email, but before they always downloaded okay until last week. But my main problem is the NFB messages coming in as empty. I forwarded one to BlindShell support. I don't know if they received it or not yesterday.
So
but everyone else can read the messages. You know, everyone else on their computers and wherever else they read them, because I checked with some people and they're still fine for them.
Okay. So one thing is, if anybody else is having this same issue, please let us know and we'll try to figure out what's going on. And Karen, you said it's ever since they did the update on the email server.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like last 2 Thursdays, I can't get the blind tech tidbits or top tech tidbits, but I unsubscribed from that one. But now I'm getting the ACB messages fine, and all my other emails, group messages and other things are coming in. It's something to do with the National Federation of the Blind, Maryland and West Virginia messages.
Yeah, I wonder if I could speculate all day. I wonder what what is, if it's some server issue. Barry, do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough one, tough one to say. There are so many things that could be occurring. I would say maybe you can forward one of those emails to us for us to take a look at it.
I did. I forwarded it to BlindShell support.
Okay. The question is, did you send it to the BlindShell support here in the US or over to our colleagues in Prague?
It's just the BlindShell support email that I have is where I sent it. I don't know which one it is for sure.
Okay. If you're able to resend it to support@blindshell.usa.com, that would be very helpful. I just want to also, while we're talking about this, here in the United States, we are, fully independent and represent BlindShell, everything from A to Z. So if anyone has any support, customer service, whatever it is, you can reach out to us either at info@blindshell.usa.com, or you can reach out via support@blindshell.usa.com. I want to stress that, of course, if you do send emails or support related issues to the folks over in Prague in the Czech Republic, where BlindShell corporate is based, those do make its way over to us. So for faster results, we encourage you to email us directly. So
yes, so I was just looking at my email to see if any were coming up blank. And so far, no, there's even some. I get emails both from ACB and FB, and so far the emails that I've received from NFB are coming in, but I don't.
Okay, the address that I have is support@blindshell.com. That's the
that's
address
the Prague
I just checked.
Yeah, that's the Prague address, email address.
So
what's
the one I need again then?
Support@blindshell.usa.com.
Okay, I'll do that.
And
Soon then. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you. And while we are on that topic of websites, addresses, stuff like that, our website is BlindShellUSA.com. BlindShellUSA.com is for everything here in North America and South America. So that is the best website for all your BlindShell needs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to bring on the next caller. Last four digits ending in 8089. There you go. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you. I'm Joni Leonard, and I have a question, a problem that has occurred. When I do my emails, I sort of do them in a combination of dictation and text, typing. And lately, when I want to dictate, I get the message, I listen after a beep. Well, it never understands me, and it's saying all these different things, and I just want to go to the thing where you hear the little tone, and then you can dictate. So how can I avoid that? I listen after the beep.
So the listen after the beep thing should only occur when you're in the main menu. When you're in a text box and you hit that dictate button, you should only get that beep. If you are getting listen after a beep when you think you're in a text box, then somehow you got out of that text box.
Well, what I found, what happened yesterday was when I was trying to do it to just get the regular dictate thing, it said I listen after a beep, and I was in the text box, I'm pretty sure. But then a couple minutes later, I waited, and then I got the regular thing.
The regular tone?
Yeah. And then I could dictate.
Yeah, without actually you replicating that, I can't really answer that. The only thing is that if you are in a text box, then you'll get the beep. The only time you should get the I listen after a beep is when you're in the main menu. And sometimes, the phone is a little computer, and I always say, if there's a little bugaboo or something going on, turn it off and turn it back on, and then it should reset itself. But let us know if that continues to happen.
Okay, I will. I love my BlindShell. I couldn't live without it.
Aw, well, thank you.
I've had some. You're welcome. Is it possible that Zoom could be added to it? Because I don't have a computer. I do Zoom calls on the phone, but I would love to be able to use Zoom on my BlindShell.
All right. Well, we hear you loud and clear. It's on our radar.
Yes. Yeah, we're working on that one.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I have another question.
Sure.
We were told that we were going to be able to get bigger attachments. Are we going to be able to? Now, something was said about HTML. So if I know that somebody's going to send me an attachment, do I have to ask them to send it to me in HTML, or will the phone?
No, they should just send it as a regular attachment. I think. See, there are different types of emails that are constructed in an HTML format, and I think that's what that's referring to. So, it's possible. I know, for example, when we send out emails, updates and stuff like that, some of those emails are built in an HTML format, and that's what the phone, to my understanding, supports. So you don't tell someone to send you in an HTML attachment.
Okay,
so
any attachment Well, I think so. Any attachment then should go through.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the phone has support for, like documents and PDF and, all sorts of attachments, your typical attachments that we send and receive. So, yeah, I from what I recall from the last update that was released on October 3rd, there's more like better support for HTML formatted emails.
Okay, well, I think I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I just love my BlindShell. And,
Awesome.
I really don't have, there are a few things that I wish that we had, but I am so thrilled when we get new apps, and not having a computer is difficult, because it seems like the world thinks everybody should have a computer, and everybody does not. So
yeah, and that's something that I've noticed a lot, that many of our BlindShell users use their BlindShell for everything. They don't have a computer, they don't have another phone, they don't have an iPad. So that's, to me, it's important that, our development team realizes this. And, they may think that most people do have these other devices, and we need to start to, and we're continuously adding apps and stuff like that. But as Barry always points out, we need to focus on the practical apps that people need throughout their day.
Correct. And there's some good things in the works, so I can't wait to share.
So, Barry, are you taking notes there?
I am.
Okay. So, yeah, I was just looking at my email again on the BlindShell, and several emails come up that say body of this email is blank, where I know it's not, because it comes up on the computer. So if you could put that in our, because after these meetings, we always send a little report back to BlindShell with everything that's been talked about.
Discussed. Exactly.
Yes.
So, okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your participation. We appreciate their interaction. And if you have any other questions, just let us know.
I certainly will. Thanks
for
having the BlindShell for us.
Our pleasure. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go to Carrie.
Which Carrie is this? Is this my
Carrie Doyle.
New friend, Carrie Doyle?
Yes.
My new friend in Ireland?
Maybe.
Carrie Doyle?
Possible. Carrie, you just have to unmute yourself. Just waiting for Carrie to unmute herself.
Hello.
Hey.
There she is.
There was like a million dialogues came up. Allow Zoom to do this. Allow Zoom to do that. Like, yes, do whatever you want. Just let me unmute the thing.
Well, welcome, Carrie. Welcome
Thanks.
from the other side of the Atlantic.
Yes, indeed. All the way over in the Emerald Isle, as people call it.
Nice. Nice. Welcome.
So yeah, it's so cool to have this this stream. I didn't know, that it even existed. And I went to our blindness organization the other day to get a demo, and then the guy who was meant to give it to me said, "Oh, I'm not there now," and they handed me these other BlindShells that were not the one I wanted, and I was like so totally disappointed. So so I have a few questions, if that's okay.
Go for it. This is what Talking Points is all about.
So Carrie, I didn't get a chance to email you back, but they told me because I did contact them, and they said they're all set and they have them and they know how to use them, because I offered to do a demo.
Yeah. Look, the jury's out on that, because I haven't experienced it, so I can't say yes or no. But that's a pity, though. That's a real pity. That's all I can say, really. So okay, so my questions would be, see the BlindShells that I saw. You understand what I mean when I say that? The BlindShells that I saw were the first BlindShell, I think, and then some other thing, the BlindShell. Oh
Light.
goodness.
I think you
Yes,
saw the
yes,
light,
yes,
yeah.
yes, 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 yes. So, but obviously nobody is when I say nobody's looking after them, like they're plants or something, like but nobody's feeding them, nobody's
Yeah.
giving them software updates. It's not fair. It's not fair. But my questions would be, first of all, when we are typing, is it possible to only have it speak words and not every character?
So it will speak every character as you're typing it to let you know you put in the right letter, but you can switch it so that then when you hit the space, it'll say the word. So like if you do, D and then O and then G, when you hit the space, it'll say dog instead of DOG.
Right. But you can't actually kind of you can't turn that sort of character echo off.
I don't think so. I could poke around and look at that.
I don't think so either. I just want to interject here. I think that would create more confusion, I think, for a lot of users. Again, if you're typing something out and you miss a letter or you hit the O instead of a P, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. I mean, do you mind if I ask, are you visually impaired yourself?
Me personally, I am not.
Okay, no, that's okay. The only reason why I'm asking is because when I was very, very young, when the very first talking phones came out, the Symbian phones, we could decide all of these things. You could have it every character, every word, every character and word, whatever, all these things. And so I'm not saying that you make it so that it's all or nothing. You could, I'm saying you could have it so that we can sort of decide what, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Yeah. That's just an idea, because that would be I would find that character echo thing, and it's probably because I use braille screen input on my iPhone, so I'm kind of quite used to and typing and stuff, so it would be good to have it as an option. The next question is related to text again. I'll try and ask all the relevant questions together, if you know what I mean. So is there such a thing? When I saw that the BlindShell was T9, I got really excited, and immediately what I thought of was, do you remember what predictive text is? Yeah. So I thought that there would be predictive text on the BlindShell, and there also doesn't seem to be.
No, there is no predictive text. And I mean, as the jury is kind of out on that. Some people like it, some people don't like it. It puts in stuff that you really didn't want.
So again, and I think because and especially now that I've seen, maybe not the one I wanted, but I've seen kind of what the phone looks like now, and because it really does kind of look like those phones did,
sorry, that's my BlindShell going off. And nobody has this number, so I don't know what's going on.
Carrie, I just want to just put you on pause here for 1 second.
Yeah,
I've actually just brought in our good friend Michael Babcock, who is also a senior user, if you want to call it, and as far as expertise wise of the BlindShell Classic 2. So Michael, welcome to the mix, and feel free to also jump into the conversation at any time. So sorry for Carrie for cutting you off.
No, it's okay. Sorry, Diane.
I just wanted to say, like, the BlindShell that you saw is laid out. The Classic is much different as far as the hardware goes. So, it's a whole different breed of phone, really, between the layout of the Classic and the Classic 2. So I really think that that Barry needs to send me to Ireland with a classic tip.
That's what you need to do.
No
Come here
problem.
and we'll drink Irish coffee and you can do demos everywhere. Oh,
There, you see, yeah.
Okay.
beautiful.
She's got it all planned out.
All right. I believe Aer Lingus flies to Baltimore, so I think we're good.
We'll make sure that we only put like spoonfuls of Baileys in the coffee, not loads, so you can still
okay.
manage
Okay.
what you're doing. Yeah. So yeah,
And I'll bring Michael too. Michael can come too.
Well,
I
now
am definitely open to that.
2 for the price of 1. That's very good, isn't it? Yeah. But what was I going to? Sorry. The I keep going back. I keep harping back to these Symbian phones because they honestly, what you guys have, as in this product, is like way more sophisticated than what that was, and we had a lot more choice over how we did things. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, yes.
And that's not a criticism. Sorry, I just want to make that quartz crystal clear. Like, it's just to say, it would just be nice to have them as options,
To me, it would be nice if sometime down the road there could actually be 2 settings on the BlindShell, one for advanced users and one for people who are just getting started.
Yeah, that might be good as well, for sure. So okay, so that's all the text questions. Okay, so the next question relates to like some apps. Okay, if we use WhatsApp and Telegram in the BlindShell, can we do it where if we record voice messages, is there a way to lock the record buttons, or can we not do that at the moment?
Michael, do you know?
Not that I am aware of at this time. But while I am talking, I do want to second what Carrie was saying with the granularity of key echo. I think that is fairly important. It's one of the things that I have found that slows me down on the BlindShell.
It would do.
Is hearing every character. In addition to that, and I don't know if Carrie brought this up, but recently I used my BlindShell to chair a local chapter meeting, and the only way you can navigate notes is via characters or words. Well, when you're halfway through a agenda and focus accidentally jumps to the bottom, or you press and hold the down button too long, then you have to navigate that entire agenda again word by word, and that's a little difficult to do. So I think like line granularity for reading could definitely be helpful with productivity.
Very good point. Yep.
I'm taking good notes, guys.
I think the thing with the typing, even if you don't want to put the dictionary in just yet, like, and literally all the dictionary would be is what it was. I keep going back to the Symbian business. All it was when you pressed, the way now, if we press the you say pound, don't you? But the hash key, the hash symbol, we get like all caps in lowercase, whatever it is, one cap, and then literally all it would be is another press or two, and it might say dictionary uppercase, which means that your first letter is going to be capitalized, or dictionary lowercase or whatever. You go through the word suggestions with the star key. That's how you went through the suggestions, and the same way as you guys have it done with the punctuation, the number 1 that went through all the punctuations. And obviously we weren't as fancy as you guys are. Like I say, you guys are a lot more sophisticated than what we had, because we didn't have any emotes, so it's like and I think it's amazing that such a tiny little nifty little thing can do so many things. I'm like, oh, I want one. I just like, I want one, please. And so and I was talking to my community resource worker the other day, and I was saying to her that we really, it could be promoted as a safety thing, because I'm always nervous if I go out like with an iPhone or so, whereas like, echo, stop. Sorry. like the BlindShell, I mean this in like the nicest way ever. It doesn't look like, oh, that's an iPhone, I need to have that sort of thing, you know?
Exactly, yes.
So
Yeah,
it's
I know what
very,
you're saying.
it's a very safe kind of a thing, you know, and it's like, oh, you know, you people don't know. I'm just on my WhatsApp, so you know, I'm just like sitting on a bus, and you don't know. So like,
Yeah,
so,
it's not like, yeah, it's not, you wouldn't be a target with it. But
that's exactly what I wanted to say, exactly. Yeah. So but that's it really, the lock record buttons and the granularity, like Michael said, and the key echo thing. Even if you don't want to do the dictionary thing, to be able to decide if we want every character spoken or not as we type would be something.
Yep. Well, we appreciate your feedback, the insight. We take everything, you know, we consider everything, and we are continuously, again, always looking to improve the platform. And I can assure you that your comments and everyone's comments here are always taken very seriously, and they're definitely, you know, added to the agenda.
And also, if you want to send any free BlindShells over this way, that's okay too.
It might require a first class ticket, so. So,
but let me ask you, Carrie, before you go, your whatever, I think you called her a community resource person, whatever her name. Yeah,
it's like a social worker kind of.
Are they familiar with the BlindShell over there? Did she even know what you were talking about?
She knew what I was talking about. She did, but could she do a demo? No, not at all.
All right, I think we got to come over.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we'll be. Diane has your contact information. We'll be in touch. And nice to hear your voice. And
thank you.
Please, thanks so much for joining us. And we are going to move to the next caller. Okay, I'm going to bring on Cheryl. And I just want to thank everyone for their patience out there who has their hand up.
I think we're going to Canada now.
Oh yeah,
there we are.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now here's a problem that I've had, and it's using a keyboard. I'm talking about a wireless keyboard, not a Bluetooth, but a wireless regular size keyboard. What happened was my friend got this adapter to plug the dongle into the adapter and plug the adapter into the phone, and it worked for a while, but then all of a sudden the keyboard just wouldn't do anything, and I tried switching keyboards because I have a wireless keyboard on my computer as well, and so I tried switching keyboards, and the same thing happened. So why did it work for a while, like about a week or two, with the wireless keyboard, but it doesn't anymore? That's what I'm getting at. Like, I liked using the keyboard because the thing is that typing is really slow using the keypad, and voice dictation, the voice dictation doesn't come out perfect. It's not perfect, and it's a drag editing, going character by character and word by word, and correcting everything that it makes a mistake on, and then it types the wrong words, and so yeah, there should be a voice recognition improvement, but why wouldn't the wireless keyboard?
So just to understand, and thank you, Cheryl, just to understand, so you had the wireless keyboard connected, it was working, and then it stopped working.
Yeah, all of a sudden it just stopped, and it's not the connector on the phone, because my phone can charge okay.
Okay. Diane, how's that? What type of keyboard do you connect, Diane, to your phone?
See, I have a wired keyboard. So one thing that I was wondering was there an update done that maybe changed some kind of setting on the phone? And
Perhaps.
Michael would be able to,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we can get back to you, Cheryl. I've taken some detailed notes here, and Michael, if you want to chime in, if you have anything to share about that.
Another thing that I thought about, because it sounds like this is a dongle world, is Cheryl, have you tried to plug in another USB device into the dongle that you have plugged into the bottom of the phone, or replacing that? Because I wonder if that could have gone out too.
Well, this is the thing. I had an adapter, and I tried switching dongles, because when I switch keyboards, I tried switching dongles, and it won't plug. Well, the keyboard won't work. That's
right.
That's the thing.
Right, but what I'm asking
and
is,
I used a wired keyboard, but the thing is that with a wired keyboard, I find I'm tripping over the wire. That's what's happening.
Have you tried another adapter though, is what I'm asking, the
No,
USB-C to
no,
USB-A?
I haven't, because I only have one. My friend only has one. Now I'm lucky. I have a second phone, because I bought two BlindShells. I didn't know that they were available in Canada, but they are. So I bought the first one from the US, and then I can't get along without my phone, so I bought another phone. But I didn't switch. I don't feel comfortable switching the SIM card and the memory card yet. So what's happening is, when my sighted friend comes on Monday, he might do that and put it in the other, even though this phone connects, the connector's okay. So
yeah, I'm also curious if you try that dongle keyboard on something else through another, if another device, if it works.
I did.
You did, and it works.
I switched keyboards with the phone and the computer. The keyboard works fine on the computer. So that's
got it.
What's
okay
happening. So,
all right. Well, we will look into that, and we will reach out to you when hopefully we have something to share with you in the coming days.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. We appreciate it.
thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to move to Linda now. Linda, welcome to Talking Points. Linda, you there? Diane, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Is Linda muted?
No, she is unmuted.
Did she hit the got it button?
I'm going to jump to another caller in the meantime, and we're going to go to someone who dialed in last four digit ending 5989. So we have the caller who their last four digits. Here we go. Welcome to Talking Points.
Thank you. I'm calling from my my BlindShell because my phone isn't working for some reason. So what I wanted to ask Diane was, you talked about the beta for having the so that things don't jump to the bottom.
Yeah.
And on the contacts or other things. And when is that coming out for the rest of us?
So is this Allison?
Yes.
Yeah. So I left you a message today on your voicemail. So basically, we're hoping it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks before the next system update comes out. And I'm very happy to report that it is fixed. So I know BlindShell is still testing it internally, but it is fixed. So with that next update that comes out, it should be in there.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes.
No
thank
problem.
you.
Thank you. All right, we are going to move to, hold on one second here. We are going to move to Terry Powers. There you go. Terry? Just have to unmute yourself. Terry, you there?
I thought we had Terry for a second.
Yeah, we had for a second, and then we lost her. Or maybe.
Can you hear me now?
We
There
hear
you
you
go.
now.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay, what I wanted to get is the email address. You know how you have the email for BlindShell?
Mm-hmm.
That was my big question. And the other thing, I was wondering if that gentleman, that person that was having trouble with the keyboard, is there a way that he could have turned Bluetooth off on the phone?
Well,
Good
it
question.
was Cheryl, and she was not using Bluetooth. She was using a wireless keyboard, but it wasn't Bluetooth connected.
Oh, okay. So can you
But-
give me the email address so I can join the email?
So
Sure. So-
Terry, just so I'm sure, which email address are you looking for? Are you looking for one to just send information to BlindShell?
No, there's supposed to be like a chat group.
Ah,
Oh, the listservs. Yes. So there's two listservs. There is BlindShell Classic. So that's, excuse me, all one word, BlindShell Classic. And then you put the plus sign, and then you do subscribe at groups.io. And then the second one is BlindShell 2. So it's BlindShell, just the number 2. So BlindShell 2 plus sign subscribe at groups.io.
I need the second one. So it's BlindShell.
BlindShell 2, the number 2, just BlindShell 2 plus sign subscribe at groups.io.
So it's BlindShell 2 plus subscribe at groups.io.
IO, like ice cream, IO, groups.io.
But yes, Jaws and other screen readers do pronounce it EO. So yes, just groups.io.
Okay. And
Thanks.
just in the subject line, just say you'd like to subscribe, and then you'll get an email, and then you have to confirm that you actually do want to subscribe, and then you should be getting all the emails.
Also, who's the closest seller on like to Maryland East Coast?
as far as BlindShell cell phones in Maryland,
Yes.
yeah, the Low Vision Shop.
What'd you say?
The Low Vision Shop.
Oh, okay.
They're based in Timonium.
Now, Terry, you can also check with MDTAP, the Maryland Telecommunications Accessibility Program, and see if you would be eligible to get a phone through them as well.
We lost Terry there for a second.
Through
Oh, there
what
you go.
program?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Through what
Terry
program?
didn't hear about the MDTAP program.
So the MDTAP, every state has a telecommunications accessibility program where they do equipment distribution. And each state is different in their criteria. So in Maryland, if you get any kind of benefit, whether it's, you know, Social Security retirement, SSDI,
SSDI.
disabled vet, then you're automatically qualified to receive a telecommunication device, and they do have the BlindShell.
Classic too.
Oh, wow.
Classic 2. Yes.
I'll have to check into it. So what was the group again?
You know what?
It's-
You could go ahead, John.
Do you have a phone number? I was going to say, do you have a phone number, Barry? For
Let me take a look and see if I have a phone number for.
it's
MD
called the
Tech.
Maryland Telecommunications Accessibility Program, and they're out of Baltimore, and they cover the whole state.
I'm assuming you're a resident of the state of Maryland.
Yeah, Germantown, Maryland.
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, hold on one second. Let me see if we have a phone number. I
So
can give
people
you.
should check out their telecommunications in their state and see what the qualifications are.
Yeah, let's go. If you want, I can give you a phone number to one of the main point of contacts.
The other thing I wanted to tell you is there's also Mystic Access is taking orders for a tutorial for the 2nd generation BlindShell. Just came out a couple of days ago.
Okay. For
Okay.
Braille or audio or what?
Audio.
Okay.
Thank you.
But that might help that lady that's overseas.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you want, I give you a number to a MAT specialist. It's called the Maryland Accessible Telecommunications Program. Would you like a number?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yeah, she said yes.
Okay, Terry, it's area code 301-974-1946. And I'm going to see if I can send it to you in the chat. And that would be
301-974-1946.
you got it. Her name, and that person's name is Jane, and you can let her know that you received her contact information from BlindShell, and Jane can help you out. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to move on to another call, and let's go ahead to Adrian. Thank you so much for Adrian for being so patient.
Can you hear me?
There
We
you
hear
are.
you.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm anticipating receiving my BlindShell. I actually ordered it last Monday from the Low Vision shop.
Awesome.
Great.
Yeah, I think I talked to you last week, Diane. I think I called Thursday.
Yep.
Y'all shipment have y'all shipped them out yet? Because I'm still steadily waiting.
You know, I'm not sure. See, we were supposed to get 2 boxes of phones. UPS
Well,
lost
a little
one of
more
our
than that,
boxes.
but yeah.
Well,
yeah.
we're supposed to get a lot of phones. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way. And UPS lost one of our boxes. So
A major box.
A major box, yes. So yeah, we did receive one box that had a couple phones in it, but so I don't know if yours went out or
you can reach out to us directly.
Yeah.
You can reach out. I can look into that for you.
Yeah, I'll definitely
so
do that. Okay, just a couple more quick questions.
Sure.
Do y'all plan on adding Wi-Fi calling later on to the phone? Like actually Wi-Fi calling?
I haven't heard anything about that, but we can definitely look
put
into
that
that.
in the notes. Put
Yep.
that in. I know you can use WhatsApp if that's something you feel comfortable with using.
Yeah, I knew about that aspect of it, and was it the Facebook Messenger? But as far as like what's that I'll be seeing on the net? How you can make calls and stuff like regular calls.
Yeah.
And last thing with the Alexa app, this is probably like a continuation off of that. Alexa off of on the BlindShell. For those that use like thermostats that use Alexa with the Alexa app, does it actually show, you know how you can change the temperature with your voice, but if you're using the BlindShell within the app to say like you want to change the temperature, do you use like the arrow buttons to be able to change it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's all then. I appreciate it.
And you know what? I have a thermostat connected to my Alexa, so I will play around with that. And you're on one of the listservs, correct?
Yeah, I'm on both.
Okay.
I pretty much know that phone. I just haven't received it yet. It's just,
Okay.
I watch all y'all videos, saved all the emails. I'm reading comments,
Aw,
everything. I'm ready to go. Just get the phone.
all
Awesome.
right.
Thank you, Adrian. We appreciate your patience. We've had heavy demand for the phone. We've had some logistical challenges with UPS as our freight partner, but more phones are on the way. Not to worry, and you'll be getting your phone shortly.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna go to. I think we're gonna go to this caller here, area code. The last are 4 digits are 8940. Let me go ahead and bring that caller on. And then we're going to make an announcement. Okay. You're good to go. Yes. Hey.
Okay. I got an interesting problem. Tried to connect my BlindShell to Wi-Fi, and I can't connect it either with the password or with the what do they call that, PSW or something, sort of a regular way to connect, WPS, I think that's the Wi-Fi push button, and it just won't connect. Now I have a Classic that connects and works real well.
Okay. Diane, you want any insight on that?
I actually don't. I recognize this is Thomas, and I've run out of ideas. I don't know. I know he's been dealing with this for a long time. I cannot figure out why his Classic will connect and his PS2 will not. So I don't know if Michael has any suggestions.
I don't, but maybe it would be helpful if Thomas could get the manufacturer of his Wi-Fi router, and we could probably reach out to BlindShell and see if they have any suggestions.
That's a great idea.
All right. I'll dig up a number and whatever, and I guess I could email you. Work as well.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Have you ever connected to any other Wi-Fi network with your BlindShell Classic 2?
I have been out on occasion, let's say when my wife was running errands or something, and I got on public systems.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem. Okay. Okay. So it's more just specifically at home.
I can't imagine that this would be the issue, but have you ever tried disconnecting your Classic from it and then trying to connect your Classic 2?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't. My first question was, I went to the menu. It's a Netgear router, and I went to the manufacturer thinking that maybe there was a way to set it how many items you had on.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you can have plenty of items on. It's no problem.
Yeah,
So
that's what I would
told me.
think as well. But maybe you just want to try it. Just try disconnecting the original and see if the other one will be able to connect.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess it's, sometimes when you run out of ideas, you try
anything.
What people might say are stupid ideas, but you never know when they work.
You never know with technology.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. We've all been down that road before.
Yeah. And I assume they're still working on the what do you call it? I would call it the fluke, where you have the phone on speaker and the volume is
Yes.
ultra
Yes,
loud.
Yes, that fix is coming out very shortly.
Okay, so I do use my phone since this one, the 2 isn't on Wi-Fi yet. I do sort of indulge in the wireless data sometimes, you know. So I will get the notice then, I assume, when the next update
Yes.
is ready.
Yeah, you'll get a
Okay.
note, a push to your phone.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I just I think we've exceeded our, I mean, we've go like 45 to 60 minutes. And I want to, we have a couple of things I want to say. One big announcement. I'm going to let Diane make the official announcement. But I want to encourage everyone out there, BlindShell Classic 2 users, if you haven't already tried out Ira, the Ira app, Diane, I'm going to share with everyone how to get the Ira app on their phone, how they can download it. I think that would be great. I encourage everyone to at least make that initial call with an Ira agent and get those 200 free minutes. So Diane, if you would please go through the easy process for people to start using Ira and being able to use it at Target and Starbucks, McDonald's, and all those other locations, plus getting those 200 free minutes, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, so you can find the Ira app in the app catalog. You would just go to the app catalog, you find the Ira one. It's most likely the first one because it goes in alphabetical order. You just hit the OK button, the green confirm button on that. It'll ask you if you want to download it. You would hit that green button, which is above the number 1 again. It will download it, and then it will automatically install it, and then it will put it in the right spot, which is under applications and then under vision aids. And then again, it'll be the first one because it's in alphabetical order. So then you will just hit OK to open it. Then you have to register. If you're already an Ira user, then you would just put in your username, your phone number. I'm sorry, not your user email or your phone number. And then you could sign in that way. If you are a new Ira user, then you can also create an account that way, or you can also call Ira's customer service number and they can help you with all of that. And then you make your first call, and then you are in with your 200 minutes.
Awesome. We've been hearing a lot of positive feedback from BlindShell Classic 2 users out there who are connecting with the agents and getting some wonderful assistance. So if you haven't already tried it, go for it. I encourage you. I think you guys will like it. So thank you, Diane, for sharing those instructions. Okay, guys, a big announcement. I'm going to hand over the microphone to Diane as this, as we launched Talking Points last month, and we seem to have, we receive really wonderful feedback from all of you. It's great to hear all these questions. Great to hear, all these, ideas that people have, what they want to see to improve the phone, to improve the platform. And we're just super excited with the level of interaction. And so we appreciate that. But we want to take things, one step further. We recognize that some individuals may not be so tech savvy, may be interested in going at a slower pace as far as learning their phone, maybe by one, feature at a time. And so, Diane, it's all yours.
Yeah, so for those of you who are familiar with the ACB community events, we are going to start to be on the community events. It looks like we're going to be Mondays at 1 o'clock. That could change. And we could also fluctuate, from, try it at that time. If another time is better for people, we could, move that as well. But anyway, so we're going to be on the ACB community events, and we're going to start off pretty slowly with what's in the box, you know, how to set things up, and then we're going to go through all the different applications. So you can pick and choose what you want to listen to. And I do believe that then the sessions are going to be available on ACB with with Alexa, and also a podcast and stuff like that. So you can go back and listen to it if there's something you missed, or if you wanted to, you know, maybe not attend this one because it was too basic for you, but you want to see what the next one is, you can check them out through Alexa or the ACB community. So,
or on our website. It will be all on our website
as well. So you're going to need to, if you're not already on the ACB community events, you'll need to register.
And we're going to send out an email. So if you're on this call, you will receive an email on how to register. It is a little bit different than your typical registration. It's more of a manual process from the ACB side, and you know it's done for security purposes. So you know, just ask for your patience on that, and we're going to send out an email on how to register. And like Diane is saying, Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern, we are going to launch. We're planning to launch Monday. Is it the 24th? Is that correct? Monday the 24th.
That's what the plan is. Yes.
Monday the 24th. BlindShell 101. Going back to the basics. And Diane has prepared a phenomenal syllabus. We'll call it a course-like setting. And I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. And I highly recommend joining the ACB community events page, they don't care if you're an ACB member, you don't have to be. They don't care if you're an NFB member, an FFB member, an AFB member, whatever. Anybody can join the community events, and it is just packed with awesome sessions, anything from like cooking to learning a foreign language to fitness to, oh, and there's this show called Unmuted, which I hear a lot of people really enjoy. So Michael is the host of that.
Ooh.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. If you can't get enough of Michael, there he is every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And that's all about technology. There's a bunch of stuff about technology. So Michael, do you remember what the email address is to subscribe?
So I've made it very simple for people, actually. All you need to do is go to acb.community, not acb.community.com. Just go to acb.community. And right there's a link that says, and I was just looking to make sure that it works. It says, if you'd like to join our mailing list, send an email, and they give the email address, or there's a link you can click on to put your email address in as well. So again, acb.community.
So from the internet, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic. We're going to send out mass emails about it, so look out for that with clear instructions. Looking forward to kicking this off on Monday, October 24th, and exciting times. So I want to thank everyone for their participation today. Remember, you can always visit our website at blindshellusa.com, info@blindshellusa.com for regular customer service issues. Or you can reach support@blindshellusa.com for any technical support. We're here. We're happy to assist. And again, just thank everyone for their participation. Wonderful feedback and wonderful insight and ideas. And we look forward to growing this community and getting as much knowledge out there as possible that will further enhance everyone's usage and communication capabilities. So thank you very much. Michael, Diane, any last words?
Go ahead, Michael.
I didn't have any. I was going to be quiet for once.
All right.
Yeah, my last words are thank you, everybody. And I really love and appreciate the feedback. Don't ever think that you're complaining or, you know, you feel bad about saying something. That is what I want to hear. I want to hear how we can improve the phone so that it improves your life.
Amazing. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Michael. Saying so long. You can check out if you missed part of this, just came on the end. You can check it out, blindshellusa.com. You go at the bottom of the page or in the footer, talking points. This will be there momentarily. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
So long.